You can bring your hands into prayer position in front of your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently bow your head to your heart. Good. When you inhale, you can bring your head back up. Good. And as you exhale one more time, just bow your head to your heart. You can pause here. Send yourself a big thank you for making time for you today. Good. You can release your hands. You can roll your head over to one side really slow. Just find out how it feels. On the exhale, bring your head back down. As you inhale, roll your head to the other side. And as you exhale, bring your head back down. So keep going, inhaling right over to one side. That slow, deep breath remains. Exhale down. Next time your head is tipped over to one side, just let it stay there. Shoulders broad and relaxed. Deepen the breath. And just find out what there is to find out. What muscles are talking to you, what feels tight, what feels really good. If something's like, hey, back off, listen to that, right? And respond. Good. And when you're ready, you can bring your head down and make your way to the other side. And pause there, right? Deep in the breath. Practice that slow, deep belly breathing. And just notice. There's a chance that I lead most of our yoga practices with this move, but we've never done it in this moment before, right? This is brand new. So notice it as if it were brand new. Good. And bring your head down, chin to chest. Keep chin tucked for a little bit longer. Just nod your head like an upside down no. Good. And then release. You can blink your eyes open. You can bring your head back up. All right. So you can start to undo your legs, especially if they were folded. You can stretch them out and move them around. Now I'm going to be checking my battery a lot. All right. So let your hands can rest behind you if you want, or forearms just start to point and flex. Good. And then let's start to rotate. Just notice how the calves feel, how the feet feel, go the other way. Be like, just go side to side. Everything from your hips to your toes. As it moves, keep breathing, but also notice your shoulders, your arms. Are you comfortable? What's your back up to? Good. And you can find stillness there. Just bounce your knees up and down. Great. You can find stillness. Notice how your legs feel. And from here, you can bend your knees. You could either be on your hands or your forearms. That's up to you. I like forearms. You can bring your wide apart and let your knees go side to side. So we're just going to move our way right up to the hips. But this stays in the legs, right? To me, I feel the stretch in the quads. If you want to do this lying down, if it's too much for your neck or shoulders, you can lie down. Moving with your breath, slow, deep breathing. Good. And you can come back up upright to sitting, right? You might need to find your sitting bones. Either, and have your knees out and your feet together. If that's comfortable, you can also prop up your knees if you need to. So hands somewhere on shins or knees, sit up nice and tall, spine straightish. And as you exhale, start to make this circle small at first. Start to rotate your spine. So let your spine stay straight and let this rotation be pretty small. So I know for me, when my back is straight, and especially because I've been sitting in my chair more than my back would appreciate right today, my back feels pretty tight. Right, so as it starts to loosen up, you can let this get a little bigger. You can also let go of that straight idea, right? You can round your back as you go back. You can arch your back as you go forward, or really whatever feels good. Good. Go the other way. Deepen the breath. Good. And you can come back to neutral. You can sit up nice and tall. The knees can stay here, or you can have your knees up. We're going to do seated cat and cow. So you can take a breath in, and as you exhale, push the middle of your spine back. Roll your shoulders forward, tuck your chin. And then inhale, press your belly and chest forward. Let your heart go forward. Shoulders go back. Exhale, round. So just moving with your breath. Nice, slow, deep, easy breathing, easy movement. Just starting to warm up the spine. Good. And then come back into a neutral spine. You can extend your legs, maybe lean back a little bit on your hands, and let your feet go side to side like windshield wipers once again. Good. And then from here, your left knee can bend a little bit. It's really up to your left leg. You can also prop it up with a blanket. We just want some access to the right foot and the right knee. So wherever the left leg needs to go is fine. So you're going to hold on to your knee and your foot. You're going to sit up nice and tall and just cradle your legs side to side. Now my back is talking to me today, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to bend my knee, just rest the ankle over the knee and go side to side, right? It gets at the same stuff. And then once my back feels a little better, I'm going to go back to this way. All right, that feels better. Just feeling a little stiff today. Good. So cradling your legs side to side, relax your shoulders, deepen your breath. Good. And then you can pause in center, maybe draw the leg in a little bit more, sit up nice and tall. It doesn't mean you have to like force anything. It's just like finding out. Good. And you can release your right leg, hands behind you, let your feet go side to side. Good. And we'll do the other side. So access to your foot and your knee. You want to be able to sit up tall. So if that means you have to bend your legs, so be it. I'm going to start it with my knee, hands free, and let the right leg is going to do all the work. So it's just gently moving the bent left knee side to side. And then I could focus on my breath, right? Deepen the breath. Notice your whole body. Good. If you want, you can use your hands if you're not already. My back is ready for it, so I'm gonna use my hands. You can also pause, release your left leg when you're ready, hands behind you, and just let your feet go side to side. Good. And from here, we're going to revisit something we did before. So hands behind, knees bent, feet wide, and let the knees go side to side. And you can pause was when the knees are over to the right next time. So I'm not going to mirror the video. Just don't think my brain can handle that today. I'm just going to do it. It's going to look backwards on the screen, but I'm going to just language it with my body. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You can bring your left hand to your right knee. And for me, just hanging out here creates a stretch. So I'm just going to hang out here for a moment. Deepen the breath, kind of get your mind settled into what you feel and where you feel it. If you'd like, the right arm can come up. And maybe this is it. Or actually, let's do this. You can inhale and reach up, kind of look up, and then exhale, bring the arm down, unwind a little bit. So inhale to reach. That might tip you over the teeniest, tiniest bit, and then come back down. Yeah, so inhale to reach up. You could stay here. Maybe this is plenty. You could keep going in and out of that. You could also start to arc over to your left a little bit and then come back up. Inhale. Exhale to arc over to your left and then come back up. So I'm a little extra tight today. So I'm going to language things with a lot of movement before we hold them. But whenever you feel ready to hold, you can hold. Good. And deepen your breath, finding a side body stretch with a little hip stretch added in, or a big one, depending on how tight you are. Good. And when you're ready, you can start to release, hands behind you, feet out in front, knees bent, and let your knees go side to side again. Good. And then we'll go the other way. So knees to the left in that like half pinwheel shape. You can sit up nice and tall. So right hand to left knee and just hang out here for a moment. Right? Spine is tall, shoulders relaxed. Letting the sitting bones sink down towards the ground. Now I've got one that's touching the ground and one that isn't, right? That might change later, but for right now it's not. So there's a stretch that happens because gravity is pushing this side of me down. So we're not forcing anything, we're just checking it out. So on an inhale, the left arm can go up. You can look up, kind of reach the left side body, and then bring the arm back down. We're just going to come in and out of that. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to come down. Next time you lift up, you can stay here if you want. You can also start that little stretch over to the side. So inhaling upright, exhaling to your right. Inhaling upright, exhaling right. So this has the potential to be a really deep stretch, but what if you let it live in the land of gentle? Maybe that's possible. Maybe it's not. If you want to hold the stretch, you can. Right hand on knee, left arm kind of arced over. I call this rainbow arm. Good. And then you can come back up, release your arms behind you. Knees can come up and allow them to go side to side. So starting maybe to let go of some of that tension in the hips, in the low back. Good. So we'll work our way, we've done a lot of low body. So let's work our way up to the upper back. So your right knee, I'm just fixing my yoga mat here. Your right knee can be bent. Your left leg can extend, be at an angle. Foot on the inside or the outside of the knee. We're going to warm up into a twist. So any little variation here, if you'd rather have both knees bent, that's totally fine. So sit up nice and tall. Take your right arm out in front of you and just reach. So feel the shoulder reach forward. You can even lean forward a little bit. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the elbow, draw the arm back, look back. Good. And then you're going to reach forward. It's kind of like you're opening a door. Reach through the shoulder, through the fingers, and then bend the elbow, pull back, into a twist and then reach forward. I feel like I didn't language that right, but you guys have done this with me before. So hopefully we're good. Good. And next time you're twisted, stay there and bring your hand behind you. So wherever it needs to go, maybe off to the side a little bit or right behind you. Shoulders slide down the back. Rest the top of your head up towards the sky and deepen the breath. Right? Slow, deep breathing. Where can you create space in your body in this yoga form? Right? Maybe it's in the breath, maybe it's in your spine somewhere, maybe it's by letting go of some little piece of tension somewhere. Good. And when you're ready, you can gently release. Undo the legs and just fold your body over them. Maybe the knees are up, maybe the knees are out to the sides. You can draw yourself back up, right to sitting. All right, and we'll do the other side. So left knee is bent, right leg is straight, or you do both bent. Foot on inside or outside of knee. So sit up nice and tall. Take the left arm and reach forward. Shoulder reaches forward, body reaches forward, and then bend your elbow. Kind of imagine you're pulling something back and twist. Look over your shoulder and then shut the door. You're going to reach forward, lean forward. So we're warming up into the twist. You are twisting and untwisting, but you're also getting that left shoulder blade to pull away from the other one and to draw towards it. Keep your spine nice and tall. Next time you're twisted, just stay there. Let your arm land behind you. So press out the sole of the right foot. Right arm can go wherever it wants to go. Find a satisfying twist for now. That doesn't mean push or shove or force, right? Satisfying. Let yourself breathe here. Let yourself soften. Let yourself find that balance between effort and ease. And on an exhaling breath, you can start to unwind. You can undo the legs, knees up or out, and fold over the legs. And just breathe. Let your back round. Especially if the knees are out to the sides, it might feel good to really gently, slowly sway your torso side to side. Good. And when you're ready, you can roll your way back up. Great. The knees can come up. All right. So let's come up to standing. Kind of working our way through here. So find your way to standing. I keep checking my battery pack because I'm so afraid that sound is going to go away again. So let's do standing swinging twist. So feet a little wider than hips are wide. Knees at a soft bend. And you can, I like when I look at the little rectangles that are you all, and I see the arms swinging around. This isn't about aesthetics, but I love seeing little windmills happening. So let the heel that you face away from lift up. Make sure everything feels safe, right? You can always do this less. I'm going to do it in the less way today. Good. And then eventually coast your way to stillness. Let your feet find themselves at about hip distance apart and start to make your way into your mountain. Finding that centered place, that very, very balanced, feeling balanced on your feet. You can bend your knees just a little bit, kind of sink your center of gravity a little lower, and feel the tailbone drape straight towards the floor. Feel the belly draw in a little bit and your heart up towards the sky. Let the shoulders slide down the back. So my knees are bent right now. I'm in like an almost chair, almost Utkatasana. And then from here, from that balanced place through your torso, through your pelvis, start to lengthen your legs. Turn your palms to face forward. And as you press out the ends of your fingers and your feet press down, lift up through your heart, lift up through your crown. Good. On an inhale, let your arms float out and up if the shoulders allow it. Get a little bit taller as you reach through the fingers. And as you exhale, let your arms float down. Nice, strong, steady base in mountain. We'll do it again. Inhale, the arms can reach out and up. Exhale to come down. Let's do that one more time. Belly strong, heart open, shoulders are relaxed the whole time. Good. And then release your arms down. If the shoulders are okay with it, you can bring your hands to your hips. Take a breath in your mountain. And as you exhale, bend your knees and step the left foot back into a warrior one or a high lunge. I'm going to do it sideways. So let your heel go back. Hips are pointed forward. If you feel like you're on a balance beam or like tippy, move your feet a little wider apart. So as you inhale, lengthen your front leg as the back heel goes up. That's going to make it a little bit more of a balancing act. And then bend your knee as you sink your heel down. So inhale, lift up, belly is strong. There's a lot of muscles working, but try to stay balanced. Keep your breath really slow and deep. Good. Next time your knee is bent, just pause there. If you want, the heel can stay hovered back or you step it down at an angle. It just depends on what feels good in your body. Belly strong, heart open. Bring your hands into prayer. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. Get really tall. You can even look up for a moment. Lift your heart. Good. And then bring your hands back into prayer. Keep their heart open and look forward. Shoulders soft. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lift your heart. Shoulders slide down the back. Keep your heart lifted if you can. Bring your hands back down. Good. You can start to lean forward, hands to your leg, and step forward. We'll do a little forward fold. So knees as deeply bent as they want to be. Let your head hang heavy. Let your shoulders relax. Good. And you can bend your knees, keep your chin tucked. And as you inhale, just roll your way up one bone at a time. The chin will be the last thing to lift. As you find mountain with your breath, right? Just rolling your way back up. Good. Find your mountain. Good. You can bring hands to the hips actually, if that feels okay. I know it's not traditional mountain. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees. Step the right foot back into lunge. Let your heel hover straight back for now. As you inhale, front leg straight, back heel lifts. Exhale, front, we go back into the lunge. So inhale, everything lifts right up through center. Belly is strong. Good. Exhale, back down into your high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's do that one more time. Good. And then it's up to you. Heel is lifted or heel is down at an angle. Right, belly strong, heart open. You can bring your hands into prayer. And as you inhale, stream your arms up. Let yourself look up towards your hands. Your heart is open, belly stays strong. And keep your heart open as you bring your hands back down on an exhale. Good, let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Open the heart, shoulders slide down the back. And on an exhale, bring your hands back down, hinge forward, hands to the front leg. Step forward and a nice, easy forward fold. Let everything just be relaxed. Let everything dangle, right? Your head, your shoulders, your face. And bend your knees. Keep the chin tucked, and as you inhale, roll your way up, stacking bone by bone, right? Moving slow, gentle. Eventually come all the way up to standing. And just notice how you feel. Good. And from here, you can find a wide angled stance. And you can turn your right foot out and your left foot in a little bit. So add a little bit of strength as you hug your feet towards each other. That'll help make sure you don't hyperextend the knees. So a little soft bend. I might be the only one that does it. And then from here, we're going to move slow. So tailbone points towards the ground. Belly draws in, heart lifts up. So we got that nice neutral spine, right? Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let your hips, doesn't have to be far, they're going to go to the left as your head and shoulders and torso move to the right. So I already told you like 3 times, I'm really tight. So I'm not going to go very far at first. So inhale to come back up. Exhale. Excuse me. We're doing like triangle prep, right? Inhale back up. So moving with your breath. And just finding out, this isn't about making sure we can go further eventually. It's really just about finding out my hip just cracked. So maybe I can go further next time. All right. So next time you're in that hinged position, hang out there. Maybe place a hand on the belly and a hand on the low back and just find out, right, how it feels. Is your belly strong? Is your back mostly neutral? Now place a hand on around your ribs or your sidelines. And find out, are they parallel or are they curved? Let's come back up for a moment. We want to keep that straight. So inhale, exhale, same thing. Hinge at your hips, lean forward, try to get those sidelines parallel. Just hang out here for a moment. Good. And you can come back up. This time we'll do it again. We're going to add the arms. So inhale, reach up through the fingers all the way up. And as you exhale, arms parallel to the ground as you hinge at your hips. So belly strong, sidelines are parallel. You can hang out here, it's a lot more work, or you can bring your right arm down and your left arm up. My back doesn't want me to do that today, so I'm going to just keep my left hand on my hip, and this is my triangle today. So whatever you need. I saw the chiropractor today, so I'm trying to be real cautious. So pelvis presses forward, belly is strong, ribs parallel or sidelines of the body parallel. Keep breathing. Triangle is complicated, right? It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you can do less. You can do it modified, right? When you're ready, you can come back up, turn your toes, fold over the legs. So let yourself just hang out here. Good. And when you're ready, let your heels go in, your toes out, bend the knees, come up about halfway. Good. Then come all the way back up. You can walk or step your feet together. And just pause for a moment. Notice how you feel. And when you feel ready, you can go the other way. So feet wide again. This time left toes out, right toes in. Little hug of the feet towards each other. Soft bend in the knees. Start with hands on hips. Take a breath in and exhale, hinge. Hips go to the right. Shoulders and head go to the left. Inhale back up. So inevitably from doing the first side, some things in the back might have loosened up. So, I'm noticing I'm not as tight on this side. So it could be that, just because we worked some of those muscles already. But, or maybe you're just different from side to side. So just noticing. Good. And then let's do hand on belly, hand on the back. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, hinge. Good. Come back up, hands on the sides or ribs and hinge. Try to stay parallel. Good. Come back up, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach your arms straight up overhead. Exhale, hinge at your hips, arms parallel to the ground. Find your way into your triangle. So left arm down, either right hand to right hip, or maybe the arm goes up. And keep breathing, right? So you can modify this however you need. You can always check in on the sidelines of the body. Are they parallel? Right? A lot of times, if we were in a yoga studio together, what I notice when I walk around is that people are hinged at the hips because it's easier to get the hand lower. The priority isn't how low the arm goes, it's just about keeping this structural integrity, strength, straight lines. Good. When you're ready, you can come back up. Sorry, I did too much talking and I hung us out there and for a while. You can fold over the leg. Good. And just like before, spin your heels in and your toes out. Bring your hands to your thighs. Pause about halfway. Good. And find your way back up. Good. And you can walk your feet together. All right. So let's come down. How do I want to do this? I sort of just want to go, I want to skip right down to the ground. So let's come to sitting for a moment. You can have your legs out in front. Oh, I know what I want to do. We're going to revisit a shape we did earlier. Hands behind, feet wide, knees bent. That was funny. And let your knees go side to side a few times. And eventually land with the knees to the right as you sit up nice and tall and take a little twist to the right. So you're just going to sweep your hands to the right and breathe. So you could stay here or you can walk your hands away from you, lowering down, like really finding where it would feel best to your back. Right? Some people like to go down on forearms. Some people like to fold right down flat. My back doesn't do that. That's okay. Good. And when you're ready, you can unwind. Eventually, hands behind you, let your knees go side to side again. Good. And then let them go right over to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Sweep your hands or walk your hands to the left. Find a twist and breathe. You're welcome to stay tall. You're welcome to walk your hands away from you. Lower down. So wherever you need to be. And when you're ready, you can start to unwind, untwist. Beautiful. Hands behind. All right. So you can undo the legs if you want to let them go side to side a few more times, you can. But eventually, you can find your way onto your back. We're going to work the core muscles a little bit. So get yourself comfortable. All right. So from here, You can bring your knees into the chest. You can hold the knees or wrap your arms around. And just really gently give yourself a little rock side to side, just massaging the muscles in the back. Good. And then find stillness. Let your feet touch the floor. Visualize, or in your mind's eye, let your your ankles land right under the knees. I know you can't see them, but it's just like getting that space. They don't have to be really close to your butt or anything. It's just wherever they're comfortable. So bring your elbows to your sides and your fingers reaching up towards the ceiling. So just gently press down through your elbows and feel how that gives you a little bit of space to kind of scoot the shoulder blades under. And then once that's together, just a little bit, right? Bring your arms down and start to press your belly down and flatten the lumbar spine against the yoga mat. So you're just trying to find a space where you can relax, but also engage your belly. Good. And then from here, let's see, we're going to bring the right knee. Let's do it this way. You're going to extend your right leg. I don't have a lot of space. You're going to extend your right leg so it's hovering above your yoga mat, toes pointed. And as you inhale, bring it up. Sorry, I'm stuck on my TV table here. Bring it up like 45-degree angle. As you exhale, flex your foot and bring it back down. So point your toes, inhale, bring it up maybe as far as the left knee, and then exhale, bring it down. In other words, your thighs will be parallel. So inhale, bring it up only as far as the left leg, the angle of the left thigh. Exhale, bring it down. So remember that engagement in the belly, shoulders tucked under a little bit, pointed toes go up, flex foot goes down. So if you'd like, if that stretch starts to feel a little better, you can go a little higher if you want. So belly strong, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, pointed toes go up. Exhale, flex foot goes down. All right. Well, bring your feet down or bend your knees, both feet on the floor. Just take a little rest. Walk your feet a little wider than your hips are wide and allow the knees to go side to side. So we've done this several times in our sitting before, so it feels a little different when we're lying down. Good, and then we'll do the same thing we just did, but on the other side. So elbows to your sides, fingers face the ceiling, give a little press and scoot the shoulder blades a little closer. Then bring your arms down as you engage your belly and flatten your back out on the yoga mat. All right, so lengthen your left leg, toes pointed. Inhale up to about a 45-degree angle, I'm going to say. Exhale, flexed foot comes down. So just matching as you come up that angle of the right thigh. That's all you have to do. And then bring it down. So keep your belly strong, lumbar spine flat against the yoga mat. I feel like that's the hardest part. Shoulders relaxed. If you feel like you need more of a stretch, you could certainly let the leg go a little higher. Go nice and slow, so try to get the pace even in both directions. Good, and when you're done, both feet flat on the floor, feet wide, knees bent. Let your knees go side to side. Good, and then you can release, bring your feet flat to the floor again. Knees bent. All right, so from here, we're going to engage the core again. So you're going to press your belly down towards the yoga mat. Lumbar spine is flat. And bring your knees up so they're over the hips and your shins are parallel to the ground. We're going to add the arms. I have to go at an angle. I cannot do this wedged in between my couch and my television. Ah, there we go. I have space. So sorry, as I was saying, belly strong, knees over hips, shins parallel. Bring your arms up too. So let your mind locate the diagonals. That's what's going to move together. So as you inhale, the right arm and the left foot are going to go to the ground. So right arm overhead, left foot down, the only way you can go. Breathe your way back in. Good. Other side. Inhale. Other foot, other arm. Exhale. Bring it back. So just keep switching. Right foot, sorry, right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. So keep your back flat against the yoga mat. I just caught myself arching the back a little bit. You don't have to touch the ground. It's just the direction you're going to, right? So whatever you need just to take care of yourself, to do this little Pilates move I've added into our yoga practice. You could even make it a little faster if you need to. And when you do feel complete, you can bring your knees into your chest. Hold the knees or wrap your arms around your legs and gently rock side to side. Good. You can bring your feet to the floor. And from here, you can bring your arms out wide into a T position. Trying to find my props. If you need props, you can grab them. That's what I'm doing with my feet. We're going to do a twist, a supine twist. So let's see, arms out wide, scoot your hips a little right of center. Knees are going to go to the left. So if you need a deeper twist, bring your knees closer to your left arm. You can turn your head to the right. So take a few slow, deep breaths. Just letting yourself rest into this twist. Making any little adjustment you need to as you let your mind really focus on your breathing. And when you're ready, you can start to unwind. The knees can come up. You can square your hips. And if you want, you can bring your knees into your chest again. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And then we'll do the other side. So feet to the floor, arms out wide. Your hips can go a little left of center. Knees go to the right. So if you need more of a twist, the knees come closer to your right arm. Head to the left. So deepen your breath. When you feel ready, you can start to unwind. You can square your hips. If you've got a prop between your knees, you can release it. You can bring your knees into your chest again and gently rock side to side. Good. And then finding stillness, let your left foot find the floor, right ankle crosses over left knee, and let the knee just fall out to the side. And this might be plenty, or you bring your knees in a little closer. You can even clasp your hands around your left thigh. So just finding a stretch that feels good to you. Deepen your breath. Eventually, you can release your right foot, or both feet to the floor rather. Cross the left ankle over right knee and bring your knees in. Or the foot stays on the floor. So finding a version of this that works for you, deepen your breath. Soften where you can. You can release whenever you're ready. And from here, the practice is yours. So if there's anything else that you need to finish your moving practice, your physical practice, you can do that. The next thing I'll guide us through is relaxation. So whenever you're ready to set yourself up, you can do that. So whenever you feel ready for relaxation, you could set yourself up for it, right? You're in your own space, so, you can put your feet up on the couch or an ottoman, pillows, whatever you need. Get yourself comfortable. We probably have more options than when you're in the yoga studio. And once you're settled, take some slow, deep breaths. Practicing a complete breath. Lungs will feel completely full. Lungs will feel completely empty. really waiting for that moment when the lungs feel empty, being so patient, waiting for that moment when the lungs feel full, like you just couldn't take in any more air. Eventually, let your body just breathe itself. And as you do that, let your mind notice your body. Start with the feet, then notice the legs. Notice pelvis, hips, low back. And then notice your lumbar spine, the low back, and notice your belly as well, navel center. Bring awareness to rib cage and how it wraps the whole torso. So it wraps on from the back, sides, front, how it wraps around the lungs. Notice shoulders, shoulder blades, arms. Bring awareness to neck and throat. Notice head and face. And then bring awareness to your heart center. And just notice if you feel your heart beating, but really just notice this space, how it feels in this space at this moment. And just rest. Rest your awareness in your heart. Invite the body to rest, invite the heart to rest. When you feel ready, you can start to deepen your breath. You can start to move fingers and toes. And just gently waking yourself up, moving the body, finding out how it feels. You can stretch, you can yawn, but also you're in your own space. So if you want to just close your computer, that's fine too. Eventually, if you're lying down, maybe bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Eventually, maybe rolling over to one side and making your way back up to sitting. But take your time, no rush. And when you get there, take a moment to just notice what it's like for you. We spent a lot of time at the beginning of our practice noticing what it was like to be in the space, to just listen. Maybe the sounds around you have changed. Maybe the temperature has changed. Maybe the way your body feels in this space has changed. So just start to notice everything you can notice. If it's comfortable, you can bring hands into prayer position in front of the heart. You can bow your head to your heart, sending gratitude to yourself, everything your body can do, gratitude for everything your mind can do, gratitude for everything your heart can let go of and also let in. Good. And when you feel adequately honored, you can lift your gaze. Thank you for doing yoga with me today. I'm going to stop the recording.